First, there were chatbots, then there were agents, now you have ambient AI. Every day, we find new ways to get lazier and lazier, but here is how you can build an ambient system to find and apply to jobs for you. Unlike a chatbot, where you ask a question and get an answer, or an agent where you give it a task and it comes back to you in an hour or so with the result, an ambient AI system runs in the background indefinitely. All you need to do is upload your resume once, and the system would scour all the different job boards and apply to jobs that are good fits with a custom resume. You'd need to start by adding schedulers, aka cron jobs, which trigger the job search process every day. The cron jobs would then use scrapers or APIs depending on the job platform to fetch the job data. The juicy part is building a job filter engine that matches jobs to your resume using a lightweight LLM model. But realistically, you're going to have to use vector similarity to rank the jobs that are a good fit for you. The next part is going to be completely LLM dominated, where an LLM is going to be generating a custom cover letter and a resume to put in your application with. The next part is going to be a bit tricky because you're going to have to build an application bot that puts in the application for you, either using browser automation or using APIs. And finally, you're going to have to build a tracker module that probably integrates with your email inbox to find and update the statuses of all of your applications.